Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out Mahokenshi, which this game looks like it might be having a partial identity crisis, which is, when I looked at it, right, it looks like it's a combination of things, because, like, I saw what kind of felt like Fire Emblem, but then I also saw stuff that looked like Magic the Gathering, and on the Steam page, it says it's a turn-based strategy like card battler, and I was like, that's a lot of things that are all going on at once. So what are you exactly? But that's also kind of like what we're here to find out, right? This does release later on this week, or might already be released depending on what day this came out. So with that said, I'm gonna just let the game explain to us what it is, because I don't know at this point. A deck building adventure that is running at like 20 FPS? Choose your house. The House of Sapphire, the House of Topaz, the House of Ruby, or the House of Jade. Explore the Celestial Islands. Is it a roguelike? I see them gaining cards. The frame rate is still weird. Build your deck. Defeat deadly demons. Okay, let's hope. So that was the initial announcement trailer. Okay, that came out September 13th of 2021. So like a year and a half ago or so. Let's hope that it got some more frame rate between then and now. Okay, so this is the early access preview trailer, which was on December 16th of 2021. So just a little over a year ago. Oh, look, frames. Yeah, there's a full gamut of cards down at the bottom, like it's Slay the Spire. I like how they said fresh options, and the fresh options is just a resolution changer. Okay, at least it's running better than that initial preview. I still don't fully comprehend what it is. All right, so this is the Four Houses trailer from Gamescom of 2022 back in August.
Corruption rolls over the horizon, and the presence of a forbidden magic threatens the very sanctity of the Celestial Islands. You, the Mahokenshi, hailing from one of the four great houses, are the only one powerful enough to stop this evil.
Choose your samurai.
Ayaka of House Ruby. Fearless and relentless, she sacrifices her own life to attack with greater ferocity. Sota of House Jade, a master of stealth. He prefers to ambush his enemies with lures and poisons. Misaki of House Topaz. Valuing knowledge and deception, she wields powerful spells to confuse and destroy. And Kaito of House Sapphire. Slow but powerful, he uses tactical positioning to crush his foe with brute strength. Mahokenshi.
So I don't think it's a roguelite. I initially thought that it was, but this screen makes me think that maybe it's not. That it's actually more like a linear story experience. And where was that screen? The Choose Your Samurai screen. Here we go. They have experience on them with levels. So, I mean, it could still be, and you're just leveling them up because you can up, like, I'm going to be making comparisons to Slay the Spire because that's what it reminds me of. But the field is different, right? This could be like a progression map, kind of like Slay the Spire has, but instead of each of these being like an individual, like, shopkeeper or battle or something like that, they're all like this large expansive zone. But like, look at the size of this zone in terms of like pickups. There's pickups everywhere. There's cards and treasure chests and talismans and potions and a ton of enemies. So I just don't know. Maybe we'll find out as we keep going, or maybe the Steam page will give it to us. Okay, so this is the official Kaito gameplay teaser trailer. This is released in October of 2022. Very Slay the Spire. Cards have an energy cost on them. There's energy over here. You got the number of cards in your deck and everything. Again, this is not a bad thing. Slay the Spire is fantastic and a very addictive game, but it definitely has so much room for improvement. And not because the game is bad, just because there's so much that you could add to it and make the game just feel like even more than it already is. Talismans. Okay. We got one more. So we have the official release date trailer. This just released on November 30th, 2022. It's a super short trailer.
Houses, each blessed by Kami, sworn to protect the Celestial Islands. They are the Mahokenshi. Become a Mahokenshi.
And then it releases on January 24th. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at the Steam page. Yeah, turn-based tactics, RPG, strategy, turn-based. And a lot of this is... There's not really going to be anything in these screenshots that I feel would be incredibly different from what we've already seen, right? Well, we'll go down in here and take a look at... Wielding both blade and magic, it is your duty to protect the floating celestial islands from powerful opponents who seek to corrupt them. Challenge your fate and build your card deck to defeat foes and complete missions. Evolve your character with every playthrough and become a Mahokenshi the world needs. Okay, so that makes me... Even if it's not a roguelike, it definitely is in trying to encourage you to play more than once. All right. So here's the thing, like I've already mentioned freaking Slay the Spire a couple times, and I'm going to mention it one more time because Slay the Spire I find to be fantastic. I definitely think that Slay the Spire is a very good foundation for games to be built off of. We've seen it. There's another one coming out called, oh man, we did a reaction to it just recently. It's some sort of rock band looking game, but it plays like Slay the Spire does. Kind of looks like if you merge like Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon together, and that definitely had this similar vibe. And this is kind of more taking along the lines of a tactical strategy RPG, something like Fire Emblem, and merging it with the Slay the Spire formula. And that's great because it's not new, but it feels familiar in a lot of ways, to where you can kind of get like a new flavor of something that you've already had, or that's been like kind of been steady for a long time. And so you kind of get a new feel within that because they're merging gameplay styles and genres together, and I think that's really neat. I don't. I have so little time, unfortunately, but like otherwise, I would probably really love to try this out, just because I haven't beat Slay the Spire because it takes a lot to actually go into it for you to get all the way through and get the unlocks to be able to actually reach the final section of Slay the Spire. But the time that I've spent with it, I have enjoyed immensely, and I don't feel like it would be too hard to adapt that to other scenarios. Power Chord is the name of the game, by the way, that's coming out. Power Chord, or maybe it's Power Chords. Anyway, and I don't feel like Power Chords or Mahokenshi would somehow do that wrong, because Slay the Spire is so simple that adding in a extra level of complexity is kind of like adding in a really strong ingredient to the dish, and it will probably only enhance both what's already there as well as what you're adding, and I think that's great. So that's Mahokenshi. If that interests you, there you go. Go check it out. It releases on January 24th. That's Tuesday, which is probably the day that this video went up, but regardless, there you go. If you didn't see it, hopefully you did now. Let me know what your thoughts are on Mahokenshi. Put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you go watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.